Hello, callers. Welcome back to Viva Barca and welcome to another interesting episode where we are going to be discussing on the latest developing stories. We start with Ilkay Gundogan as Barcelona have finally made registration promise to the player, expecting an answer soon from his camp. We are going to be discussing on that as we progress. Secondly, talking about this report concerning Pedri Gonzalez as a revelation have come out claiming Barca did reject Paris Saint-Germain's 100 million euros offer for Pedri some years ago. We are also going to be discussing on that. So guys, as we get right into the full stories, please do ensure to subscribe to the channel if you haven't. Turn on the post bell notification to always stay notified whenever I post a new video. Consider liking the video and please watch it right up to the very end. Barcelona have been working so hard to get the signing of Ilkay Gundogan over the line for a while now, but are yet to test success in their endeavors. The 32-year-old will be a free agent this summer as his contract with Manchester City expires on June 30, and the Blaugrana have made him their utmost priority, especially after missing out on the capture of Lionel Messi. Gundogan is understood to be attracted to the possibility of a transfer to Barcelona. However, his agent is seeking assurances over the veteran midfielder's successful registration. It has resulted in delays in his decision, but a fresh report from Sport is claiming that Barcelona have promised Gundogan that they will manage to register him without any troubles if he signs for the club this summer. The Blaugrana had sent in a 3-year contract offer to Ilkay Gundogan. As per reports from earlier today, they tabled an improved proposal to the midfielder in order to convince him to snap the renewal offer at Manchester City and move to Catalonia. On top of that, the La Liga champions have provided assurances to Ilkay Gundogan that there will be no problems with his registration. If needed, the club board itself will pay out of their pockets as guarantee to ensure his registration, like they had done with Jules Koundé last year. As such, Barcelona are now expecting an answer from Ilkay Gundogan soon enough, and they are optimistic about signing him. The midfielder was willing to accept the terms offered subject to guarantees over registration, which the club have now provided him. The German international is understood to be in regular contact with manager Xavi Hernandez and has been told that he will have an important role in the side, ensuring that he has no doubts regarding the sporting side of things. What now remains to be seen is whether the assurances provided by Barcelona are enough to convince Ilkay Gundogan to sign with them. Of course, this is what Gundogan was seeking for in the past. His agent was saying that, okay, we need guarantees from Barca. If they really think they will register this guy, they should guarantee us that the registration will be done as soon as he is signed. And it is great to hear that Barca have given assurances of registration to Ilkay Gundogan and his entourage. And of course, as I said earlier, Barcelona have always been having issues of registration after the summer window. In the last 2 years, we have been hearing issues of that. And of course, even though Laporta is trying to ensure that those problems don't repeat itself, and that is why it is quite understandable that some of these top targets are asking the club for guarantees of registration before they want to make a final decision. And of course, I think Barcelona already assuring Gundogan of registering him as soon as possible he is signed. Of course, it is one of the tactics for the club to push for his signing, because we know how long we have been showing interest to this Manchester City playmaker, and it will be so interesting to see him join the club, with his vast experience and his the skills he has is quite unbelievable. We see how Gundogan was so instrumental in this Manchester City side that won everything, won the treble, and the best club now in the world is officially Manchester City. And of course, Ilkay Gundogan, who was one of the best players this season by far, coming to a club like Barca, it's just going to further strengthening us. And of course, it's going to be a great move for us. So Barcelona are still not sure how the deal will look like, but yesterday we got report of the club offering an improved offer to Ilkay Gundogan, but nothing was said about the details of that improved offer, which means Barca are really, really desperate to get Ilkay Gundogan amid interest from Arsenal as well, and also Manchester City trying so hard to renew their captain's contract, knowing fully well what he has, what he possesses, and of course, keeping him at the Etihad will also be good for Pep. That is why Pep is trying to convince him, and I think that what is really delaying the Gundogan to Barca is the fact that manager Pep and the City board are putting a lot of pressure on their captain, trying to convince him to stay for another season. Then moving on to the next story of discussion, Barcelona over the last 3 to 4 years have been trying to reduce the age of their roster significantly. The disastrous displays in Europe at the hands of Roma, Liverpool and Bayern Munich raised a fair few eyebrows at the sacred cows consisting of the likes of Gerard Piqué, Sergio Busquets, Jordi Alba and Luis Suarez, among others. However, over the last months, Barcelona have parted with Piqué, who retired, and Busquets and Alba, who have decided to leave the club on their own accord. Not to forget, Lionel Messi is not returning anytime soon either. Barcelona's young stars have taken charge on and off the pitch, but their impressive displays has drawn interest in multiple European clubs. In fact, according to a new report by Victor Malo, Barca rejected €100 million offer from PSG for Pedri. Multiple clubs are keeping tabs on the Catalan young star, and also with the club's dire financial situation. Top clubs across the continent know about Barcelona's horrible lopsided wage bill and their need to sell players to raise money through player sales. Why Barca have not put the likes of Pedri, Gavi, Araujo, among others, on the market, the financial giants know they tempt the Blaugranas with an interesting offer for their young guns. Thankfully, Barcelona have locked down most of their young starlets to €1 billion release clauses, with little room for negotiations. Gavi, Pedri, Araujo, Bade remain untouchable. On the contrary, however, the futures of Eric Garcia, Ansu Fati, Ferran Torres, and Jules Koundé are still up in the air. Garcia will, all in probability, continue as the fifth choice defensive midfielder, while neither Fati nor Ferran have put in convincing performances. So guys, with that we have come to an end of this episode. Thanks a lot for watching. Until next time. Bye bye.